Leo Love Horoscope for March 2025. It is advisable to save leadership qualities and royal manners for career growth. In your personal life, such an attitude towards your loved one will only harm you. You need to command subordinates because a romantic relationship does not accept an imperative tone. It is important to understand, once and for all, that the other half will not last long in the role of a servant and a court page. There are pitfalls in a relationship. If there is no trust between lovers, it is much more pleasant to give a chosen one than to nag him with claims and harass him with criticism. A sincere approach and romantic surprises will strengthen the union, and the loved one will reciprocate. In a dialogue, you will not have to interrupt the interlocutor, imposing your own point of view, but listen to the end. Without talking, it's hard to understand what's going on in a person's soul. Understanding works wonders, but selfishness hasn't made anyone happy yet. It is better not to tell anyone about quarrels. Solving problems within the couple. Advisors will only do harm because they have their own vision of the situation, which may be far from the true state of things. The first month of spring will give you a meeting with an honest and fair person whom you have been looking for a long time. Sudden feelings will turn you from a proud animal into a pet kitten. But it is dangerous to become a toy in the hands of a loved one. In a relationship, it is important to be compliant and flexible without always relying on emotions. In some situations, a reasonable and sober approach to solving problems does not hurt. The Lion Woman. Every little thing is important for maintaining a relationship, so dating and romantic evenings are not superfluous. Sentimentality and tenderness will benefit not only the connection, but also you personally. Think less about the bad, because thoughts are material and tend to come true at the most inopportune moment. Optimism will give you strength and fill your relationship with positivity. In moments of irritation, you need to restrain yourself so as not to quarrel with your chosen one. You can hardly be called lonely because you are always surrounded by an entourage of fans. Evenings spent alone with yourself don't make you feel sad, but help you sort yourself out. The main thing is not to get used to this scenario, so as not to miss the fateful moment of the meeting. The queen only needs a king, but a lower class can make you a worthy match. Look at the future without dwelling on the present day. In a family union, it is important not to let anger run wild. Even if everything goes awry, don't forget that together, you are a force capable of overcoming any obstacles. If you constantly accuse others of all mortal sins and point out flaws, nothing will remain of the spouse's self-sufficiency, and you are unlikely to be satisfied with a soft-bodied errand man, the Lion Man. You are used to being guided by personal opinions and steely principles that hinder the harmonious development of relationships. The desire to show oneself in all its glory in front of the chosen one is commendable, as long as her dignity is not belittled. No woman wants to be in her master's shadow forever. If you want to see the queen next to you, treat your beloved as a royal person. In the middle of the month, you will feel the impulse of falling in love and want to tie the knot. There is no need to rush, because often you don't even know who you want to see next to you. On the one hand, you need a submissive companion who will not compete in any sphere of life. On the other hand, you want to find a fighting friend who will support and lend a shoulder in a difficult moment. Peace and quiet awaits you in your family, and no one from the environment is capable of destroying the idol. It is undesirable to manipulate your spouse and make unthinkable demands. Remember that only you can become the enemy of your own happiness during this period. If you really want to use a stick, you need to alternate it with a carrot. It is even Better to completely abandon criticisms and accusations.